Things are getting a little spicy up here, if you know what I mean. Haha. Oh man, I'm excited for this one, everyone. Truly am. I really am. Well, I guess without further ado, intro time. Hey, Mouthman, start the intro. Thank you. This is Saki Nakado, Final 2 Anime here, aka John Pullman, horror author, manga writer, personality name here, aka Gabe here. And, as you can see in the title, oh boy, how I do want to talk about this one, for a few moments. First off, this series is going for 5 seasons. 5, which means there's 2 more after this. Second thing I want to say is that the timestamps are down below if you want to skip to it, or at least skip to the opening song, as that's what will be first in this season. I also want to say thank you to everybody that has worked on a lot of these episodes as a collab together. Most of my team was actually feeling a little bit ill. What's happening with this channel? Why is everybody feeling ill? Especially me a few days ago. We'll never know. And the person that was in my group chat and commenting a lot of things, or well, telling out a lot of scrapped content and ideas, was no other than JDM, JPDR, and Tommy Pinewood. Huge shout outs to them for this season. If it wasn't for the collab, because I was in a little bit of a mix of trying to figure out where to go with this season, if it wasn't for them and them hitting up everybody else saying, hey, John's doing a collab with all of us, would you like to join? They're like, yeah, sure, let's all join. So, scrapped content is scrapped content. Showed content on screen is what it is. So, you know what they say, right? Collabs go on for a long time. All of the Saki Nakado stuff Final 2 anime community, or at least half of it anyway, and a few of my friends are collabing with mangas now. So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Also, they told me to say a saying is that if you're not subbed, you're not dubbed. You guys, hopefully y'all get the joke. Hopefully. Alright. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, I guess it's time for a content warning. Obviously, you already see the rating, but I'm going to say it anyway, as that's what I have to do on this channel, as that's what I do. So, with a content warning, even though some told me not to do it, this manga is rated R for the following reasons. A few moments of scary content and horrifying content. Not too much bad language. A few sad moments. And epicness in general. Viewer discretion is advised, as this is going on for 2 more seasons after this one. So, I'm pretty sure you're all like, shut up by now. Just shut your mouth, sew it shut until you get to the manga, and then unsew it so you can have internal bleeding from your lips. Which I will not do. I will not sew my lips shut. Okay, anyway, let's head into season 3 now that it's only been 4 minutes and whatever seconds into the... Okay. I'll see all of you there. Now, if you've already seen the timestamps, I know it doesn't look like I've moved around, but I have. In fact, I've moved around a lot of things in my room. So, welcome to the full 3rd season of the Moko-Chan series. Notice how it doesn't say Dark Side anymore. This is MOKO-CHAN-TRAGIC, and Tragic has a lot to say. But before we get into MOKO-CHAN-TRAGIC, let's get into the opening song called Divided From Us. This is the 3rd opening song, and as a little other small content warning, if you have not seen the full 1st season, and a recap of the full first season before season 2 with hidden lore. And the full second season, go watch that as it's important to the story. If you have watched it, then welcome. Now let's head into this opening song. Again, opening song 3, Divided From Us. Alakia from a world beyond this pain. It feels like nothing, but may our souls bleed with a rage of rampage. With my non-unreal world that kills empty so slow, like a shell with the number 0. It all shall divided us from all. All of us got divided that could save us, but it continues to break us like nothing of the sort of this horrifying nightmare in this hellish world. And that's the full opening song. I could have done better, but hey, it is what it is. Again, me and the team talked out. Now, let's get into basically episode 16 inside of the whole series. Because now, welcome to MOKO-CHAN-TRAGIC, the full 3rd season. Episode 16, Andy's Tragic Life. If you don't know who Andy is, again, go watch the 2nd season. He's introduced at the end of it. So, Andy, because you're my vessel, I need to know you better, said Moko as Andy ignored Moko. He went outside to get some air to think it through. I'm just someone, nothing more. Just a someone to hate or punch around or lie to. I only have 3 friends in my life, said Andy with a smile, trying not to cry, holding back his sadness as he smoked a cigarette. And Andy's a teenager, I think. I don't remember. I should have rewatched season 2. Anyways, he then says, my life should end. I'm sick of this. And of the following, this happens. As 2 thugs approached Andy, Andy was thrown on the ground and beaten and kicked till he was bleeding. Feeling the pain, he hated this. The thugs laughed and took his wallet and money and license as Moko was healing him and yelled, "Wake up, Andy Okama!" Whoa. As I had 2 powers, Moko and my own. It felt amazing. I killed the thugs with such adrenaline. I went back in my house to wash the blood off of my face and hands as my eye color was normal again. Then I asked myself, what am I becoming? Is this a curse? Moko, tell me something. What are you? And what I said, I wish I never did, as I had sealed my fate with just those words. Really? You sealed your fate by asking her what she is? I mean, okay, but now we're in episode 17. Yeah, so basically episode 16, unless you compare all this to a full runtime, is a really long series. Episode 17, Truth and Friendship, A Ray of Hope. Fine, I'll tell you who I am. And what I am, said Moko as Andy went to sit down on his bed after he locked his door. What I am is death, as I have told you already. Do you remember? Yes, I do. Okay, very good, very good. Now, I was a girl named Miki, the one who died at a bar in a city far from here. Then I awakened as Moko, a goddess of death. So, do you get any of that, Mr. Okama? said Moko as Andy's memory was half returned. Then all at once, from the past, he told Moko this. Do you remember the hospital incident? Yes, how do you know that? Moko asked. Because I was your doctor. I saved you. And, also you died. Then I resurrected you after you were sliced up to nothing. From what was left of your DNA, from you, I put that in a tube and in a cryopod, until it was all done. I put you back together, and I put you in another hospital bed, and you woke up. Then it goes from there, said Andy as he finished smoking his cigarette. Moko had jumped out of Andy's body, and the results are very slim. As Andy responds with this, what the? Huh? What? Oh! Huh? What the? They're small. So that just happened. And from there, as I quickly gave her some clothes, I waited for her to get done dressing up. After she was done, I went to introduce her to my friends. And before we continue, did you notice her hair is green? Maybe it's because of her mentioning the Moko incident. And the pink lines on her face are a symbol that is important throughout the rest of this franchise. I was wondering, can we be friends? Plus, I just went through a rebirth after all, said Moko. Yes, we can be friends. And black was all I had for clothes, I'm sorry. No, it's fine. Plus, I love you, said Moko, with a smile as Andy blushed. They kissed for a full 3 minutes, until Andy's friends had opened the door from them, seeing him. After we went inside, the nightmare just went on from there. It kept going, as I soon would lose control of myself. Episode 18-3. Moko, Andy, and Amy's blood pact. It's exactly as it sounds, but it's nothing too nasty. And in fact, it's not nasty at all. Good God, me having to explain my stories. Okay, anyway. So how's it going, Amy? And where's Jake? Where's Jake at? Andy asked as he felt nervous. Oh, you seem to forget. Jake is out in Germany doing some cleaning up. And Matthew has sadly passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. No, it's fine. Now sit down, said Amy with a smile of kindness as she laid a shard of glass on the dinner table where they were sitting. Andy Okama is age 14 and has long pink hair, pink eyes, and wears a blue shirt, brown pants, and black shoes. Black is like the ongoing color of this series. I guess it's supposed to represent like darkness or sadness or whatever. I'll leave all that up to you to decide in the comments below. Now let's get back to it. So, Amy, what's the glass for? Wait, why are you looking at us like that? You're starting to scare me. What's the glass for, Amy? A blood pact. Amy, why Why are you doing this? Why? Calm down, Andy, said Moko, as Andy took the glass and cut his hand. Your turn, Amy. Well, no. Your turn, Makoto. Or are you a bitch or a scared woman? He straight out said that. Calm down now. Calm down, please. Andy, what the hell? No, bitch. Andy, stop that. Not in my house, Andy. You stop it right now. Cut your hand, Mom. Now. Huh? Yeah, that's canon. I can kill you. I can use my power to do anything, said Andy, as he used his power to snap Amy's neck without moving. Moko was shocked by this. Well, we only knew you for a few moments, Amy, and you turned out to be quite a disturbing person. I'll explain Laurel and her character behind the scenes if you want. I don't care, and I'd rather you never would know, but it's up to you in the comments. Now back to it. Oh my god! Andy, stop this! Stop this right now! You do not want to go down this path of evil within the darkness. Trust me, I went down it. How do you think I got to you? Moko said, as Andy flew away to a graveyard as Amy's house was burning down. As he flew to the graveyard and fell on the ground, he found a camera on the ground. Wow, cool. A free camera. Does it work? Click. Yes, it does. Holy crap, epic. Now to get out of here, said Andy, as he flew away to his old house, where only he lives at, in a city called Iwata Kode. 3 hours later, with Moko at an apartment in Iwata Kode. I know now why I'm Andy's mom. Because I got laid when I was 13 with my ex-boyfriend in middle school. I am his mother. Huh. Andy, I'm sorry. In case you are wondering about the pink lines, they're still there. It's just her tears that are running down her face at the current moment, because why not? Figuring out that you're a mom of a person that really never knew your parents, and he finds this out. I will say this, lore. When he cut his hand, it was no normal glass, and there was actually supposed to be more to that scene, but I'll probably explain that in a different video. For now, I'll explain this lore. When Andy cut his hand with the glass, he had a flashback or a premonition. Well, premonitions are usually things that you see beforehand. But he never did know before that he was right next to his mom the whole time. But anyways, my point is that when he cut his hand, it all came to him. And now that he has this power, he thinks he can do whatever he wants. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. But now that he knows that's his mom, his biological mother, you only know what could happen now. So, let's get right into it. Episode 19 now. -4 for basically the third episode. The third season, I'm sorry. But 19 episodes in, what could happen now? Obsessed with power to be stronger, Andy only episode. Oh boy, here we go. More character depth. Why did I kill Amy? Why? Said Andy, as he fell to his knees crying outside. As he looked up, he saw his self looking at him. Are we a loser, or are we stronger than everyone? Answer! We're not weak, and others are below us. Correct, Mr. Okama. Now stand to your knees, and use your power to kill of this righteous rage. I'll be unstoppable. Buddy just faced himself in his... Oh, okay. 2 hours later, at Itawa Code A Plaza. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me how to get to the high school from here? I'm a bit lost. I'm very new to the city, said Andy with an instant look of being innocent. It's that way, huh? Wah! As I got the information I needed of what to go and where to do, of what to do and where to go, basically, and what I needed to know, I turned that poor bastard into a puddle of blood. Good God. Thanks. As I went to the school gate, I punched it to open it. Then the gate broke on the ground. Then I looked at the school, and I set it on fire and exploded it just from looking at it. Then I killed over 20 people elsewhere. I am a god of death. Oh, that's how you think of yourself? Good Lord, you have issues, buddy. You have issues. I love this. I need more. Just more power. As I became obsessed with my own power, I can't come back from this. If anyone can hear my thoughts, please, save me. Save me from this. I just want this to end. So in his head, he really doesn't want any of this. He's innocent. Well, says the god of death outside your body, anyway. The next day. Huh? What's that noise? Open up. It's the police, Mr. Okama. We just want to talk. As I quickly put away the camera in my closet, I calmly opened the door. Man, it's bright. Good morning, officers. How can I help you today? Andy asked calmly and safely. We have a question, a very important question. A lot of killings has happened in only under 2 hours. Do you know what is going on, Mr. Okama? How do you know my name, or more importantly, no, I don't. I have been home all day and all week. Sorry, officers, Andy said, while crushing 2 papers in his left hand. As the officers turned away, they put their hands on their chests and fell down dead almost at their car. Dead on the ground. Andy smiled and said, It worked. I was pretending to crush their hearts while crushing paper. It killed them, said Andy as he began to laugh. As I was victorious, I now know that I can defeat my own mom. Now I am much powerful. Now I can do anything now. Nut job. 2 hours later with Moko and Jake. Before we continue this season, I just want to say, for the person that came up with Andy Okama's character and his story of how he would become this villain, JPDR had a lot of scrapped content for Andy Okama's character in this, and he gave the group that we were chatting and information. So him and Tommy and Colin actually went ahead and said, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to tell John this. Make him seem innocent at first, then make him evil. And the scrap content was a lot of just, I don't know. It was weird scrapped content, but it was very creative. But the person that really came up with the finished character and told me that this would be okay and that he wanted a shout out for this, shout outs go to JDPR for the finished character of Andy Okama. Thank you, JDPR. It has been an honor, and hopefully we can work on more mangas in the future. As we all know that I am the author of these stories, but the collab is phenomenal. So you know what? JDPR, when you come to watch this, timestamp this conversation if you want to. It's up to you. It's up to anybody if you want to comment. And just go from there, and you can explain, you can explain more of that to anyone on YouTube. Feel free, but you are the person that came up with this character, as we all came up with the story as a group. Therefore, I'm giving you credit for you being an author as well, for this character and for the story. All of my community, again, I will say that we worked on this with scrapped content and content that I can show. Then again, being a collab is authors, but the main author here is me. Sadly, I wish I could say that on the channel that they are authors, but you know what, I will say, they are authors to the fullest. I wanted to get all of that out of the way before we continued this season, as this is probably the shortest season. You thought season 2 was short, but only had one purpose? You're wrong. Season 3, like I said and hinted at, is so much better than Season 2 was. As in my opinion, Season 2 only had one purpose, and that was to set up Season 3. However, let's get back into it. So now we're on episode 20 of the series. Episode 20-5. Plan of Strategy. Code number 145. I'm glad you could join me. We need to talk. Now, Jake, said Moko as they both sat down to talk, as Moko gave Jake a CIA file and a code number 145 for the Spear of Fate and Judgment in a locker in Moko's closet. Holy crap! The 56th secret file from the CIA, and your name is Makoto Wyron Elizabeth? But how? My wife died. I saw it on the news. What are you? Said Jake as he stood up in fear as Moko frowned with sadness. Jake is age 45 and is an investigator for the company 048 from Germany. Jake has short green hair, blue eyes, and wears a black shirt, blue pants, and brown shoes. Yeah. I'm a goddess of death, and honestly, I can't control it sometimes. Huh? Yeah, we'll only be seeing a little bit of Jake. Just as a heads up, in my opinion, he's not a likable character. But you'll find out soon enough why I said that, okay? Just keep your mind focused when we mention Jake. After I calmed down, Makoto and I were updated. Well, mostly, she updated me on everything that has happened, and I understood it all. So we have to stop our own son by killing him? Why? There has to be another solution to this, Makoto, said Jake as an explosion happened at the hospital. Moko went to open up the window and knew who it was. As she quickly ran to Jake, she told him, "Put code number 145. The locker is in the closet." As Jake put the code in, he gave Moko the car keys before she could run out of the door of the apartment and open the locker to obtain the Spear of Fate and Judgment. My God, it's wonderful. Don't use unless you have to. Yeah, look at how he's just saying that. He's more, more enjoyed by seeing the Spear of Fate and Judgment. Anyways, after I grabbed the spear, I ran to the car and put the spear in the back seat and hopped in the car, hoping for us both to escape. 4 minutes later, on the road. Where are we going, Jake? Far from here. Far from here, so we both can be safe. Very far, huh? Wah! What the hell? The car is floating. Oh my God! As Moko and Jake were floating in the car, they were brought to a tower by Andy's power. Oh my God! No! Stop, please! Andy! 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 Andy, stop! Please, stop! Yeah, brace yourself for a lot of things coming up. As Jake grabbed, and this is the reason why I hate this son of a bitch. Jake is a scumbag, and we're about to see why. I'm going to refer to Jake as human. Feels wrong, actually, to say that. I'm going to refer to him as scum of the earth. And here is why. As Jake grabbed his revolver, he shot Andy in the stomach. As Andy screamed, Andy and the car were both falling out of the sky. As Moko grabbed the spear and Jake, she flew out of the car and watched it explode. I can't hold us both and the spear, said Moko as they fell out of the sky. They both luckily landed on a bush in the Plaza District. As they both fell on the hard ground, Moko felt dizzy and let go of the spear. Both Andy and Jake were passed out, but it wasn't long for Andy to awake as the carnage and the nightmare of tragedy was about to resume. I am stronger than all of you! Okay, buddy. You see why I hate Jake? Yep. Episode 21-6 final. So far the series has 21 episodes. Oh. Alright, so this is the final episode for Season 3, but not the final episode for the entire series. As we already know, there are 2 more seasons after this one. Episode 21-episode 6, final episode of Season 3, A Tragic Fate. When I opened my eyes, I saw Andy and Jake fighting while buildings around us were falling and breaking, and most of them were burning. Why are all of you betraying me? Why? And why are you treating me like shit? And why did you leave me alone? Don't think you're beyond my power. What? Andy, we never did any of that. Your mom loves you. I love you. But you're not alone. You never were. But... Liar! You shot me, and I'm ending this! Starting now. As Andy yelled, he thrusted Jake on the ground. Then he began to break his neck. As I opened my eyes, I was crying. Andy! Stop! Don't hurt him! Andy! Moko yelled as tears ran down her face. Snap. Shut up! I don't feel good. I feel dizzy. I've killed him, Mom. I've killed him! But I didn't want to. I'm too powerful. I can't control this. Just end my life now, said Andy. As he stood up, he screamed with rage and sadness. 1, 2, 3. As I crawled to the spear, I set my hand on it and levitated it with my power. Then I thrusted it at my own son with no choice. Yeah, get ready for a sad moment. Andy, I'm sorry! Gah! Yep, Andy died. Honestly, I liked Andy, but me and the team decided that this would be the most saddest moment in Season 3. If we compare this moment to the first season, where we learned that Glitch was Makoto's sister all along, Samantha, and if we go to Season 2, and we learn that Samantha actually dies there, as Moko was on a rampage and just pushed her soul away. Yeah. I would honestly like to know thus far, what is the most saddest moment in the Moko franchise so far? Let me know in the comments, but we have a few more parts of this season until the ending song. This season is almost complete. Just, please, everyone, bear with me. As I walked... Oh my god, I forgot about this part. Jesus Christ. As I walked to my dead son, I hugged him, and I told him that I loved him. Then, I was caught by... surprise. And I was taken to Germany. After 1 month and 38 hours, and 3 weeks and 2 days, my body was experimented on for 15 years as I was trapped in my own body. Half of my memories were erased, but I became a new person. A personality was born anew. This person, I was a soldier of the Germany army, a top-ranked soldier. And my name was... Amy Schrockthena, a.k.a. Angel of Death, a.k.a. the Devil. And that's the look right there. Oh yeah, by the way, episode 21-6 done, season 3 radar, 2 more seasons left. Also, you saw the ending song name, I think. Yeah, you saw the thing that said forgive me. So, ending song 3, let's get that out of the way, as this is the end of MOKO-CHAN-TRAGIC. Ending song 3, forgive me. I can't live on, so just hear me out. As a human, Earth life was an option. Never let me down too much. Power for me to handle. All I wanted was to belong. Handled me, but the world spat at me. Now killing is all I got. No word other than forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Forgive me for what I have done. Forgive me. I got no other words than just forgiveness. But an empty promise was made, and it was a reminder that all was burned down. In my soul, blood ran down, and I couldn't say it other than forgive me. Forgive me for what I've done, please forgive me. Even as I take my last breath, as I am at peace, I forgive you all with much love. But will you forgive me for what has happened in this past world and life? Just please, I hope you forgive me. Please forgive me. Don't let me become a lost memory in your mind. That's the end of the entire third season. MOKO-CHAN-TRAGIC was a very tragic season. And in my opinion, I'm going to tell all you why. Again, shout outs to every single person that has worked as a collab. This is actually the very first collab of the entire mangas on the channel. That goes for, well, this is the first one. But I do appreciate the help and support on the channel. I really do. I really do. I appreciate it a lot. And I think that's cool that we're doing a collab. But remember, 2 more seasons left until this entire franchise is done. Now, if you want to comment something, I'll definitely get around to your comments at some point. If you don't want to comment anything, that's completely fine. But if you do want to comment something, the important thing I want to know is, number 1, who was your favorite character in Season 3? Number 2, let me know what was important inside of the story thus far, as there is only 21 available episodes to watch. I'm hoping that we can get up to 40 episodes at least. 40 or maybe up in the 30s or the 50s. We'll see how it all goes, okay? But, yeah, just feel free. There's no rush to anything. If you are rushing yourself because you feel like you have to, I don't want you to feel that way. I do not want you to feel that way at all. If you got something busy that you need to do and stuff like that, get that out of the way first. You know what I'm saying? Just, please, for content in general, please don't feel rushed, okay? Please don't feel rushed at all. I don't want that feeling inside of everyone. I don't want you to feel all that way. But that all being said and out of the way, thank you all so much for watching this. This has been Saki Nakaido, Stuff of Funny Lent to Anime here, aka John Pullman, horror author, manga writer, name, personality here, aka Gabe here. And that all said, please stay tuned for more awesome, epic, amazing content coming to the channel. Especially, hopefully, on September 10th, 2024 of this month and this year, the remake of Persona 3, The Answer. I know it's called Episode I guess. I know that's what it's called. I will be streaming that, hopefully, for a little bit. Like, I'm hoping to get 4 hours into, like, each episode. I hope. And that's all I can hope for. But, that out of the way. Also, have a fantastic night, or evening, or day, afternoon, depending on what time it is for you. And the most important one, remember to stay safe out there. Alright everyone, that being said, I'll see all of you in the next one, and let me know if you want a character analysis of the characters thus far in the Moko-Chan franchise thus far. I do hope to have more franchises made after this one. Also, for its puppetry, before I end this video, I will be making a side story of E-Triker. Now, it's not going to be a manga, but it will be something funny. Hopefully, I can collab a few things with my characters, and it'll be funny. Alright, that being said, everybody, again, I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace out, everyone, And bye-bye. Stay safe out there. Stay safe.